we're 5 hours in, guys. Estimated time to beat was around 6 hours. So, we'll see. What was I doing now? We just came back from learning that we have been summoned to the castle or something like that to go get some kind of award for saving the prince back in the day. Incredible lyric. We always knew you were destined for greatness, but saving the life of the prince? That's straight out of a fairy tale. Invite Brianna. Not yet. I still think I might be dreaming. I certainly had no idea who he was when I brought him in from the cold. Why the fuck would I invite Brianna? And that makes the fairy tale even sweeter because it proves what a kind and selfless heart you have. Like, there's only one person we can invite, right? And that's my husband, Graham, who also cared for the prince and helped to save him. I do wonder what Graham would say if I invited someone else, though. He'd probably be pretty pissed. You're already crying. You cry every time. It's an emotional game, you know? Alright, I guess we can't go in any of the houses, or maybe we can go in the... I guess no one lives in that house anymore. I guess we can't go in the apothecary. Okay. Where is everyone, man? Is it really true, that boy we found half dead in the woods? That was the prince on his way to slay the shadow? Wow. Invite Graham. Trust me, I feel the same way, but I guess it's true, and he wants me to come to the capital for his coronation. You have to come too, Graham. I can't imagine making the journey without you. The others can watch the inn for a few days.
What?
Oh, love, are you sure? You're the one being recognized. I wouldn't want to get in the way.
Huh.
Nonsense. Of course you're coming with me. What would I do in the capital without my husband? The capital. I still can't believe it, Lyric. You and me, esteemed guests of the king in waiting, leaving Pyreside after all these years. I suppose we've got some packing to do, don't we? What is that? Is that us packing? Okay, wow, really meaningful cutscenes there. Very cool. This still doesn't seem real, but maybe it will once we're actually crossing the bridge. How are you feeling, Lyric? Excited. And happy to have you with me, Graham. Boars already took our bags and got everything ready for the journey. Suppose there's nothing left to do but head that way. Does he follow us and do whatever we do? Yeah, he does. Ooh. Alright. Let's go across the bridge. He's a loyal husband, you know? Yeah, I really appreciate Graham. Oh, we gotta keep walking. He doesn't want to go back, though. Oh, there we go. He did go back. He's just keeping his distance. He was just doing what I was doing. The The horses are fed and the wagon is packed up securely. We await only your word, miss. Ready to depart. Right, thank you. I do believe we're ready to depart. Alright then, we'll be heading south through Bassarin Valley and then hugging the coast for a few days until we reach the high road.
I recall our journey as a jumble of wonder and laughter and light. 7 days and 7 nights we travelled, taking in the sights and sounds
So
of the country.
we're like walking in front of the horses? Why don't we like ride the horses or like go in the wagon?
Farmers tend in their fields under the blistering sun. Merchant folk peddling their wares off the backs of colourful wagons. Ships from faraway shores bobbing merrily on the horizon. It was all a bit overwhelming. Somewhere along the road, I came to the realization that my entire world, all that I'd loved and known, while desperately precious to me, was so very small.
This game looks cool. That's not too bad. Holy shit, it's the castle. Please wait in here until I return. I expect His Majesty will call for you within the hour. It looks great visually. It does, actually. I like the visual style. Oh wow, is this some sort of royal hall? The entire first floor of the inn could fit inside this room.
I just don't understand why you would use lube when you can just spit.
Yeah, it's one of life's eternal mysteries, I guess. Capostal, thanks for the 100 bits. I think it's just a sitting chamber lyric. Pretty impressive, though. Who's this person? Oh, Hazel. Right. Lyric, you look a little overwhelmed. Not that I blame you. Maybe we should sit and have a cup of tea. Why don't we sit and have a cup of tea? You look a little anxious. Not that I blame you in the slightest. Tea. Yes, tea sounds good. Why is it like glitching out? Tea. Yes, tea sounds good. That might help calm my nerves. Alright. Sounds like we're just talking to two people at once. How's the tea, my love? Hot enough? Honestly, I thought it would be better. More flavorful or exotic, maybe. I've brewed tastier cups at the Sleepy Dragon. Fancy doesn't mean good then, huh? I've been telling myself that my whole life. It's nice to finally have confirmation. I suppose you're right. It's just that, well, this is all new to me. Lavish accommodations and complimentary cups of freshly brewed tea. Something is off now. It's like loading the characters and then the box. My only experience with kings and castles comes from storybooks. I feel a bit like a fish out of water. Agreed, being here on a personal invitation from the king in waiting is a little surreal. If nothing else, it sure helps to have you here. Thanks for coming with me, Graham. I don't think I could do this without you. Of course, love, I can't imagine being anywhere else. His Majesty is ready to see you now. Please kindly follow me up to the north stairwell. After you, love, we shouldn't keep him waiting. Where am I? Why is Graham on the screen? Oh, I'm over here. I see. Let's save it. Let's just save over this one. Yeah, something fucked up there. Who's this guy? Oh, hello, I don't mean to bother you. Just off to meet with the king in waiting. You know how these things go. Can't go in there, I guess. Alright. I love your tiara, or is it a circlet? I'm sorry, I'm new here in the capital, as if that wasn't obvious. So no one even talks to me here. How rude. What are these two doing? I guess we're the rude ones here. We can't interrupt them. Anything over here? Hardly the time or place to snoop around, Lyric. No, this is exactly the time or place. Someone's playing a song. Mind if I butt in? What a gorgeous melody and such a dreamy opportunity it would be to play for all these beautiful, prominent people. Yeah, so is it gonna let me or what? I don't know who these people are. And forever shall the Star Maiden keep her nightly vigil over those who vow to preserve her dominion. I guess let's just, that's a nice sword. It looks sharp, you know, like a sword should, right? Sorry. His Majesty awaits. Are you ready, miss? Ready as ever. Ready as I'll ever be. Thank you, Boars. Ball of Lamau. Steady now, miss. I think we should expect to see a few people on the other side of that door.
A few people. I stepped out into a moment from every child's dream.
Oh my
One
god.
glorious, heroic moment. Yet, in the midst of the roaring crowd and radiant fireworks, my thoughts fell somewhere else entirely. To mountain lakes and quiet woods. A humble inn on a little hill. Once I did return to Pyreside, I found the old village more precious for the journey. The journey to the capital, but more truly the journey through winter. Through a life of struggles and triumphs, dull moments of plenty with precious little ones scattered throughout. After all of them, I had found my happy ending. Not in fireworks or fanfare, but in the ordinary things minstrels don't bother singing about. Baked apples around a campfire, starlit nights and loved ones beside. And so, in Pyreside I stayed, until I couldn't stay any longer.
What? Alright, so that's done. Wait. Was this chapter 6? I thought this was chapter 5. I swear that was chapter 5, was it not? Or was... I don't know, whatever. there combat in this game? No. You can chop some bushes down with a sword. But that's about it.
Nearly 3 decades have passed since I stood on the king's dais. 3 decades of love and laughter.
She's like close to
song
80,
and
70.
sentiment. Friendships old and new.
Probably around that old.
Is that what it all meant, then? The grand lesson to take away from an exceedingly ordinary life. The reason for holding on through winter, through times of shadow. That there will always be light waiting on the other side. And that you can still help folks in the meantime. I know Graham worries, so I've kept quiet on my nightly strolls. It's easy knowing the steps like the back of my hand. These days it isn't the creaking of floorboards to listen for, but the creaking of my old bones. Once more then, out into my beloved fireside.
Strange how empty rooms always manage to fill themselves up with old junk and piles of useless trinkets given enough time. Another party of would-be heroes finding rest at the Sleepy Dragon. Maybe we can play some piano in the middle of the night. Should put on another log when I get back from my stroll. Keep the fire burning through the brisk night. Perhaps in the morning I'll play another song. Alright, let's get out of here. Where are we going? A booty call over at Claire's? I'm incredibly proud of what Claire managed to accomplish in this old building. Her tonics and elixirs are coveted across the kingdom. To think she may have never moved to Pyreside if we decided to clear this place out. One small choice with a profound effect. It's been lovely getting to know she and her charming wife over the years. They've become some of my very best friends. That's the power of our little village, I suppose. Someone like Claire, seeking her whole life for a place to belong, could find it here. At first, it was quite surreal seeing a new family take over this old shop. I've gotten used to it by now, mostly anyway. I appreciate that they've always been kind and friendly, despite not always seeing eye to eye on village issues. In such outlandish fashion, if their style is truly the standard in the capital city, I'm happy to be here in Pyreside. I do still miss Kelsey on occasion, I simply can't help it, but it eases my heart knowing she found a happy life for herself out there. This guy. Albie has gone through so many versions of himself over the decades I barely recognize him anymore. Not unlike the rest of us, I suppose. The old windmill. The old windmill has always set such a pretty silhouette against the starry sky. I'm glad we could repair it all those years ago. Perhaps it's silly or overly sentimental, but reliable, mundane things can offer such profound comfort. One of my favorite spots to sit and read in the sunshine, which turns into an inadvertent nap more often than I care to admit. So sweet of the younger folks to invite me to their campfire last night, but I wouldn't have wanted to impose on their fun. Come now, Lyric, you can handle one short walk around the village without needing to rest your bones. She doesn't say anything, I guess. Just enjoy the view. Despite her brave face, I know Brianna struggled running the workshop on her own after so many decades sharing the load with Isaac. I always held out hope he'd move back to Pyreside, but I suppose life had other plans. Their shop in Hogg's Harbor was flourishing. When I heard news of his passing, I was heartbroken, and yet there is comfort knowing the twins are together again. I don't know much about the young blacksmith Brianna chose to take over. He seems capable enough, and always courteous. Change begets change, and the wheels of time continue to turn. Or the water wheel in this case. Oh no, Isaac and Brianna are dead. Noah and Emma have become such skilled farmers, they're able to grow crops I never would have imagined could grow in Pyreside. Thank all the stars in the sky that Noah and Emma came to Pyreside when they did. They truly turned this village around. Over the years, the two of them have become beloved neighbors and dear friends. Honestly, I couldn't imagine life here without them. Oh, and it's always a true delight when their daughter drops by for an extended visit. Such a lovely girl. Whip smart, too. Mr. William and Miss Molly would be absolutely over the moon if they could see the legacy of their old farmhouse. From what I've heard, these were the last domesticated oryx in the entire kingdom until winter ended and more could be bred. Would they have been better off out in the wild? Would they have even survived those frigid times? It's something I often wonder. Either way, I do love having them around, a precious connection to a childhood many decades gone. Yeah, I mean, we saved the oryx, the entire species. That's another thing we did that was heroic, okay? Is there anything over there? I don't think so. We gotta walk down to Burns' cabin, I guess. Does it feel good to finally play a game where the main character is as old as I am? Very good, yes. Who would have thought the royal knight who accompanied me to the capital all those years ago would one day move to Pyreside? I was sad, though not surprised, when Hazel decided to move away, but Boris has been a kind neighbor and a reliable friend. As long as he's stationed in that old cabin on the cliff, I'm confident our little village will be well looked after. Okay, so that's it. Perhaps I should visit the old manna tree. Oh yeah, where is that? How long has it been since I visited the manna tree? Perhaps I could stop by for a moment before heading home. Let's do it. What if it like a bear jumped out of the fucking woods and like ripped her head off, and then it was just like the end, and it played emotional music. Kanar, thank you for the 69 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Kanar. Yeah, that would be like unexpected, right? Should be just beyond this thicket, although as stars, it does seem quite a bit darker through here than I remember. Uh-oh. Is something gonna happen? What if the combat started out? Yeah, there's like a super hard boss fight. Oh, Lyric, you've been this way hundreds of times before. Have you really managed to get yourself turned around? Oh god, are we really gonna die in the middle of a forest? That's gonna be how we go. Uh-oh. And has it always been so foggy in this patch of woods? Perhaps I should rest a moment before pressing on much further. Yes, I'll rest here, just for a moment.
Shouldn't have gone
Will
out
there
on
be a
my own.
Pokemon
I
card
know that
opening
now.
stream? I miss it.
These past few days I've been confined to my bed to rest up. Or
Oh, she didn't
has
die.
it been weeks? I suppose it doesn't matter. I find myself overcome with that curious longing unique to the end of things. The dregs of a warm cup of tea. The moment the setting sun gets swallowed up in a twilight sky. The final chapter of your favorite fantasy novel. Content, but wishing it could have lasted just a bit longer. My novel. My story. It's meant little to a lot of folks, but an awful lot to a few. They're here now, beside me. Eyes shut, I can see them still. Graham, my blue-eyed farm boy, keeper of my heart for half a century. Claire, my unexpected friend, a fierce flame that has never gone out. And Noah, hope for the future. I never had children, but through Noah, I know the village I cherish will live on. I see their faces, full of love. I see all the moments across the years that have brought them here to be with me now. And I swear I can see something else, warm and wondrous, shimmering just beyond the window glass. Tiny, twinkling pyre lights.
Yay, they're back. She's up. Holy shit. Come back, Twitch, thank you for the year. Welcome to the Golden Age Club. Pokemon card opening stream. Maybe sometime. Haven't done one in a while, but you know. We'll see. Graham is sleeping down here. What is he doing, man? You guys thought she was gonna die. You thought. Nope. Stars, I'm not ready to be writing this letter. I'm not ready for any of this, but here we are saying goodbye. Some folks might question what there is to say after so many years spent together. I feel sorry for them. Every single day, without fail, I've discovered new joys in my love for you, new peculiars to appreciate, a new poetry to your morning routine, or a fresh crease in the corners of your smile I'd never noticed before. I'm going to miss those little discoveries more than anything. Oh, Lyric, we faced challenges together that shook me to my very core, and yet loving you through it all was the easiest thing I've ever done, the easiest choice I've ever made, spending my life by your side. Thank you for choosing me in return. Graham, my darling husband, know that I love you with all my heart and that I always, always will. Wait, why is he saying goodbye? Like, is this just a dream? Are we a ghost right now? Did we actually die and now we're a ghost? This is a new view. Doesn't let you go back after you take a single step. There's no going back. I guess this is what she meant by I was forced to leave. I think we are a ghost. I don't know, they were happy though when I walked by. Maybe they can see me? Or maybe Graham was dead in the chair. I think we're a ghost, guys. The dog. Sixth animal sense, they know. Are we getting younger right now? Are we like reminiscing? That was the stormy area of our life. My eyes are coming. Wow. There's Isla. That's my mom and dad. The pyre lights, wow. I knew they were gonna end it on the pyre lights. I thought they were gonna actually come back and like she was gonna be like see them one more time before she died, but I guess she's kind of like reminiscing and going back to see them in her ghost form. I think we did it, guys. I think the game's over. Do we think there's any post-credit scene? How would I rate this game? I'll get to that, don't worry. I'm gonna rate the game. Who are these people? Those don't sound like real names. Yeah, so I guess this was made in RPG Maker. So those are probably just random internet people who made plugins or whatever for the RPG Maker. Your real name is Enterbrain? Oh, my bad. You thought I was gonna beat this Deathless? Yeah, well, almost. All the supportive fans, friends, and family who made a story beside one worth telling. All right. I also thought maybe, just maybe, they would come back with Isla or something, like when they were both very old. Like they would, you know, she had been narrating from the present for a while, and then it would kind of zip to the present, and then end with like, I don't know, Isla coming back and some pyre lights or some shit, I don't know. But, you know, the end. Chapter 7, Evening Rest. Complete the final chapter. That was it, guys. Game's over. You can save her, but I didn't give her good enough items. What? I thought I gave her all the items, man. What the fuck? God damn, dude. I missed the clothes. What the hell, man? I guess we gotta replay it. No, we're not gonna replay it. But, you know what? This game wasn't bad. It was not a bad game. I think it really set out what it wanted to accomplish. You know, this is not supposed to be an action-heavy game, even though it's not really my style of game. I think it was well done for what it tried to accomplish. You know, it was supposed to be like a chill kind of story game, telling the story of an innkeeper in a small town during a traditional RPG story that's happening kind of outside the town. There's an option for Isla to be with you by your death. Oh, damn. Well, sorry, Isla. So yeah, you know, I think it's a good game for what it is. The music was pretty calming and nice. The voice acting was actually pretty good. The dialogue and the writing, I think, was pretty good. Graphically, it looks really nice. I always like a kind of pixel-based style, or close to it. And you know, it was a bit slow in terms of moving around. Maybe a run button, I don't know. No combat, obviously. The game kind of glitched out and froze a number of times. I don't know how much of that is like a programming error, or if it's just like you deal with it. But that was you know, not great. So yeah, I don't think there's anything really wrong with this game. It's just not really my type of game. But I can appreciate it for what it is. It's not, you know, meant to be my type of game, really. It's just meant to be kind of a chill little story game. I think they did a good job. I think they did a good job. So what do I want to rate this? Yeah, I mean, there's choices to be made. That's good. You know, at least it's, you know, not that much of a visual novel. The story was kind of interesting. You know, like, you didn't know exactly, you know, who was going to come back or what was going to happen. Although maybe you have an idea. I'm going to give this game a 6 out of 10. 6 even. 6 flat out of 10. You know, it's good. It's above average. It's a solid game. It's not my cup of tea, really. I do factor that in. You know, my enjoyment is a factor in how I rate games, for sure. But I can definitely appreciate it for what it is, and it's solid, you know. Way better than Skyrim. Yes, Skyrim was a 5.5. So yeah, I would consider this better than Skyrim. Anyways. Wait, there's a continue story option? No, I don't think so. I think it would just put you back at chapter 6. Yeah, this was the last save before it ended. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, not bad. Not bad. New random game, please. We are not going to do a new random game. Right now I'm going to work on my Mario Maker level. Get a couple hours of work in on that. Hopefully come up with something cool. And then tomorrow I'm going to be playing something, you know, something with chat. Either Jackbox or Mario Kart, Mario Party maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Stuffed up a little bit. But yeah, so we'll play something like that. I don't know exactly what it will be, but it'll be something. And then on Saturday we'll do viewer levels as usual, probably some more level creation, and then Sunday will be Mario Maker and the Elden Ring DLC. So that's when we'll start the Elden Ring DLC. Anyways, all right. Guys, I don't have to cry. This game really, I could see how people could get emotional over this game, but you know, not me. Can I cry for you? Has the game ever made me cry? I don't know, not that I can remember. Not that I can remember. Last of Us intro? No, but something game adjacent. I remember crying in the Pokemon anime when Ash releases his Butterfree, I think it was. It gets you in the feels every time. You know? Anyways. But anyway, let's play some Mario Maker now. Let's go back. No, I didn't want to load. Okay, good. This is a weird. This is actually like annoying because this is another. This could dock a little bit, but it's baked into the score already. So, but like this menu, it's like you go into continue story, and then you choose whatever it is, right? But there's no option to just like quit the game from the menu. What if you don't want to do this, or there's no like options until you get into the game? It's kind of annoying, but whatever. You know, so I have to like Control Alt Delete to close this from here.